Breaking New York Jets news. Good morning, Jets Nation. Grab your coffee, grab some water, because the Jets made an early move. Something that pretty much every Jets fan expected to happen. I made a video yesterday talking about all the veterans that the New York Jets should consider bringing in. And they got one of them. Randall Cobb is a New York Jet. Welcome to the Jets, Randall. All right. Aaron Rodgers gets his longtime best friend. And I know some Jets fans are even commenting on my video earlier yesterday when I mentioned Randall Cobb, saying pass on Cobb, too old, washed up, rather get young at the position. Bruh, we are young at the position. We got Garrett Wilson as our number one receiver who is entering year 2. McCole Hardman is a young, speedy stud. Alan Lazard, young. Corey Davis, veteran. We needed a veteran. And Randall Cobb is a guy that is reliable for Aaron Rodgers. On third down, in the red zone, it's going to get Aaron Rodgers more comfortable. He's going to know where his best friend's at on the field. This is a good signing. We're talking about wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6 here, folks. The Jets wide receiver room just got even more deeper. We needed depth. We needed a player in case any injuries happen. He's not going to be the focal point of the offense, don't worry. But this is a player that is very good friends with Aaron Rodgers, and this is a no-brainer to me. This is an absolute no-brainer to me, personally. I love this move. When we saw the list of Aaron Rodgers listing people that he wanted early on before he was a Jet, and he put on Randall Cobb, and I said, yeah, sign me up. Get me Randall Cobb. Because anything that makes Aaron Rodgers happy makes me happy, right? This is one of those moves that really changes the dynamic of the Jets wide receivers. It makes it deeper. The veteran leadership is there. I love it. This is a pretty darn good move, folks. It's going to be cheap. It's a savvy veteran that's reliable on third down, that's reliable in the red zone, that can help develop the young players on the team. I love it. Absolutely love it. I think that the New York Jets are going to continue doing what they're doing right now, is continuously add veteran depth throughout the roster. We saw Billy Turner, and maybe we're going to go on a little former Green Bay Packer run. We got Billy Turner in the building. We got Randall Cobb in the building. Who's next? Which other Green Bay Packer would like to come? Adrian Amos is probably the one I'd like, even though he's not on offense. But we talked about him yesterday. So, folks, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button right now on your way into the stream, folks. Let's get it rocking. Please hit that like button if you're pumped up about Randall Cobb being a New York Jet. We got 22 likes right now. Let's go. Smash that thumbs up button. Bro, all right, let's get into Randall Cobb's stats recently. And again, folks, we're talking about wide receiver number 5, wide receiver number 6 for these Jets. All right? We're not bringing in Randall Cobb to be the guy. Randall Cobb last year with Green Bay, 34 catches, 417 yards, and a touchdown. It's exactly what I'm expecting from him for the Jets, right? Serviceable, average 12 yards per catch. I mean, this is what we're talking about with Randall Cobb. In 2021, when he first came back to Green Bay to reunite with Aaron Rodgers, 28 catches, 375 yards, and 5 touchdowns, right? This is what I'm talking about. Randall Cobb is going to be a player that probably puts up around similar stats. I can see him, if he plays all season long, put up 350 yards, 400 yards, maybe four or 5 touchdowns. That's really my expectations from him. This is just a good move from the perspective that the Jets continuously add players that are liking of Aaron Rodgers. Jersey Dolphins with a $3 super sticker. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jersey Dolphins. Everyone give my man Jersey Dolphins some dono hype in the chat. Wake up, folks. We got some Jets news. Grab your coffee. Let's go. I was about to make a pre-recorded video with my buddies at the AFC East Roundtable, do draft grades for the division, and then this news broke. I'm like, oh, sorry, guys. Can't do that. Can't do that. So, folks, I love this move for the New York Jets. Let me know your thoughts right now in the live chat. We all expected this to be done. We all expected this to happen, and it's official. Randall Cobb is your newest New York Jet. Now you add to the lineup. Now you look at this wide receiver room. Garrett Wilson at the number 1. You got Allen Lazard on the outside, Corey Davis on the outside, McCole Hardman on the inside, Randall Cobb on the inside, and Denzel Mims on the outside. That's 6 deep. We're 6 deep. We need to go all in this season, and this is an all-in move. For a player that's cheap, for a player that's up there in age, that's like, yeah, I'll go to the Jets to go play with my buddy Aaron Rodgers. Right? Pedro says it best. Safety net, safety net, safety net. Exactly, bro. This is a safety net. This is a player that Rodgers has all the chemistry in the world. We need Aaron Rodgers to have his security blanket out there. He's going to develop chemistry with the new guys. But he needs to have his guy that he's been playing with for decades on decades to really make that comfortability. Right? That's what this Jets team and Aaron Rodgers needs. He was freaking, my man just said it. I was just about to say that. Hunter, Aaron was praising Wilson on the McAfee show, says he's like Devontae Adams. Facts. He's already falling in love with Garrett Wilson. He already has a chemistry with Allen Lazard. Corey Davis is a veteran that I think he's going to get along with. Then you add in Randall Cobb. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Now, this is just false, Jose. Absolutely false. Randall Cobb is 32 years old. The next oldest receiver behind him is Corey Davis at 27, 28. Garrett Wilson, 22 years old. Denzel Mims, 24 years old. Allen Lazard, 26 years old. McCall Hardman, 26 years old. So keep hating, because this ain't true. If you're going to throw hate, at least have some facts behind it. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Throw some hate, actually have some substance. Not blind hate, baby. I love it. Now, this is a move that is going to be great. For what, though? He's washed up. He's washed up. Bro, this man is 32 years old, and we're not asking him to be the guy. All right? We're not asking Randall Cobb to go out there and put up 800 yards. That's not what we're doing. It's not what we're doing. He needs to do exactly what he's been doing with the Packers the last 2 years. Flirting with 400 yards, 3 to 5 touchdowns. This is wide receiver 5. He is reliable on third downs. He knows how to break free from routes. He's got that chemistry down with Rodgers. This is someone that can help out the young wide receivers as well. Understand the system. Understand Rodgers' tendencies. He's played with Rodgers his whole life. He can talk to Garrett Wilson every day at practice. Listen, Aaron Rodgers, this is his type of style. You got to expect this ball. Like, this is such a good move from everything outside for more than just the on-the-field production. This is really good for the locker room. This is really good for the leadership, folks. This Jets team is young. Don't let the people that are not even Jets fans who are uneducated tell you that this team is old. This is a very young team that needs veterans to help out the youth to develop them to get ready to play football, because the pressure is going to be on. The pressure is going to be sky high. And this is a player that can help ease that transition, that can really, make that transition of expectations not being high to expectations being through the roof, right? This is a great move. Absolutely great move. And there were some of you guys commenting on my video yesterday. Richie, I do not want Randall Cobb. He's too old. What do you mean he's too old? What are we doing here? We're going all in to win this season. This is the year where you get the veterans. When you have a Super Bowl window and you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, who is at the stage of his career that he wants to just go all in and win a Super Bowl, right? Jets fans, I know that this is different for us. I know that we're not used to going all in on a season where we're not thinking down the line. Like, oh, all right, a couple years from now, we're going to go crazy. A couple years from now, we're going to have Super Bowl aspirations. Nope. This season, we have playoff aspirations and going all the way. This is what it's about. You make moves to benefit our guy, Aaron freaking Rodgers. That's what it's all about, right? Again, this isn't a flashy move that's going to be like, wow, our wide receiver room just got even better. But what this does do, hold on, guys, I'm just fixing my camera. But what this does do is it creates depth at that wide receiver position in case of injuries. It also, like I said, gives this Jets team another veteran, savvy player. I love it. Folks, if you're just tuning into the show, please hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you're pumped up for Aaron Rodgers being reunited with Randall freaking Cobb, baby. We got 57 likes. I think we can do better than that. Let's get over 100 likes. We are turning in to the Green Bay Jets, and I'm not complaining. First, Billy Turner, then Randall Cobb. Who's next? How many wide receivers do you want? Yes. Give me more. Give me more. Veterans know how to win. Yes, K. This is it. Bingo. This is the time to get the veterans. We brought in Billy Turner. He knows the system. He knows Nathaniel Hackett. He knows Aaron Rodgers. He was his rock right tackle. He's on the Jets. Now let's go get an experienced weapon. Maybe we go get Mercedes Lewis, too, next. I wouldn't put it past me. Junior Martinez. Cobb is an experienced player like Rodgers. He has knowledge of the game, but people don't peep that. Guys, this is so much more than the production. This is a locker room move. Bingo, Antonio. Antonio wins. This is it. This is a locker room move that benefits the whole offense. More than just on the field stuff. I know that us fans, we don't get to see what happens behind closed doors. We don't get to see what happens in team meetings. We don't get to see what happens at practice, in the locker room. We don't get that luxury. Sometimes we do because of One Jets Drive and all that behind-the-scenes footage and stuff, but we're not there. This is one of those moves that's going to benefit everything behind closed doors more than we will see. It's not like we're going to sign Cobb and he goes out for 8 touchdowns, 1,000 yards this season. It's not going to happen. But if he can give us 350 yards to 400 something with 3 or 5 touchdowns, and he helps Garrett Wilson get comfortable with Aaron Rodgers, he helps McCall Hardman out, he helps out even the running backs, he helps out the tight ends. He's just a veteran that knows Rodgers like a book. Moose City with the $5 super chat. What's up, my man? It must be great for Rodgers to see the playmakers we have. We are stacked at wide receiver, running back, and tight end. Yes, we are. We are, man. And Rodgers is living his best freaking life right now. At the Knicks game again last night with Sauce Gardner. He was on the Pat McAfee show, and he said, I have to pinch myself because he's so excited to be a Jet. He's so excited to have new energy, new life. It feels like it's the first day of school every day. And I don't blame him. He's in a new facility. He's meeting new people every day. He's in a new environment. He's everyone around him so excited for him to be there. He's excited to be there. What the hell is happening, Jets fans? What the hell is happening? Let me tell you a quick story. Very quick story. And any Knicks Jets fans will relate to the story. Last night, when I was watching the Knicks playoff game, it was intense. It was very intense. And Aaron Rodgers and Sauce Gardner were already shown sitting courtside on the court before. We knew they were there. But with like 15 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, the Knicks hit a clutch shot. So I'm screaming. I'm hyped up. I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm pumped up. And then while I'm screaming, the freaking TNT crew cuts to Aaron Rodgers and Sauce Gardner courtside, and I just turn into just Jets mode, and I start screaming at my TV even more. I was hanging out with Jack. I'm like, Sauce Gardner, Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl. I'm like, ah! Like, it was like a mixture of of Knicks, like playoff energy, like let's go Knicks, and then I just see Aaron Rodgers sitting with Sauce Gardner courtside, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. Sauce Gardner, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Super Bowl. Like, it was really funny. That was probably like the peak Jets-Knicks moment of my life. Just like, you don't get that a lot. You don't get Knicks and the Jets in the same time. It was like the same moment, 2 sports, 2 of my favorite teams coming together at one. That was really cool. Really, really cool. And Rodgers sitting with Sauce Gardner is just like freaking awesome. Did you guys see Aaron Rodgers post on Instagram? Ooh. The vibes, bro. The vibes, Jets fans. Soak it in. This is freaking great. Everything I predicted is coming true. Yes, sir. Resign Quan. That's next, King Joe. Absolutely. Absolutely. How about green Jets colors, Applehead? What? Al Woods or Linville Joseph next? Yes. 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 Rodgers should easily throw for 4,000. 100%, bro. Bro, another thing about Aaron Rodgers is he is completely on another level right now in terms of just, he could tell that he has a chip on his shoulder. He has a serious chip on his shoulder, and he is in a different headspace. He is ready to go. He is all in. All freaking in. I love it. Corey Davis gone. No, I don't think this move means anything about Corey Davis being gone. Personally, I think that the Jets are all in on Corey Davis. Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas both have been speaking glowingly on Corey Davis. Why would you move? Why would the New York Jets want to get rid of a veteran wide receiver who has 1,000 yards under his belt with the Tennessee Titans before he came to the Jets? That last year and the year before that is a reliable veteran receiver that can definitely make an impact this season with Aaron Rodgers. Folks, this is a win-now season. You don't get rid of a veteran wide receiver who is capable. Stop making it seem like Corey Davis is some bum, all right? He ain't. He's not the best receiver on the team. You can argue he's the third best. He's the third best behind Garrett Wilson and Alan Lazard. Why would we want to get rid of wide receiver 3? We want to have the deepest receiver room as possible. Right? What do we do with all these undrafted free agents? Well, they're going to compete, and they're going to compete hard. So they're going to go all throughout training camp. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. I'm pumped up about this move, man. I am pumped up about this news. What's up, Keith? Let's go, baby. I know that Jets fans are hyped up this morning. I know that you are. And as you should. As you should, baby. Let's get it rocking. Yes, sir. So, Corey Davis, let's look at his stats. I know that people are saying he's always injured, always injured. Yeah, he's definitely had the benefit of the doubt, not had the benefit of the doubt of injuries. His first year with the Jets, he played 9 games. And then his last season with the Jets, he played 13 games. I mean, give me 536 yards and 2 touchdowns with Corey Davis this year with bad quarterback play. I mean, if we're getting 13 games, guys, I know that everyone keeps saying he's always injured. 13 games in a 17-game season. I know he missed 5 games, but that's 13 games. Like, hello, it's not like he's missing the whole season. I know that he's been banged up with injuries, but don't make it seem like this guy is a season-ending injury waiting to happen every year. Give me 13 games at Rodgers. This guy's going to put up numbers in Corey Davis, so I don't think Corey Davis is going anywhere. Pedro with the $5. What's up, man? No one will complain about this move when these guys connect on 3rd and short and 3rd and goal for 6. It's a great move. Let's go Jets. Hashtag safety net. Yeah, baby. I love that. I love it. Absolutely love it, man. I'm so pumped up. I can't begin to explain how freaking excited I am for this season, man. Randall Cobb, welcome to the Jets. Welcome to the Jets, baby. Pedro, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my man. Do appreciate you. Let's go, Pedro. Let's go. They're all captains and all high-rated athletes. Yes, sir. Thanks for your positivity, Rich. I'm getting tired of so many negative people when the Jets are right on track for once. Facts. Dude, the negativity is only going to get louder, folks. When the better the Jets get, and this is with anything, not just the Jets, but hate is part of life, the yin and yang. Without negative, there's no positive. Right? Protons, neutrons, I don't want to go down this road to start speaking on this stuff. But the hate is going to get louder as the Jets get better. Okay? That's the reality of it, folks. Randall Cobb is 32 years old. I don't even think he's as old as some people think. If he was on the other side of 35, we'll have something to talk about. But there are wide receivers out there that play as they're at their young, they play in their young 30s. I mean, for example, Adam Thielen, right? Adam Thielen, veteran receiver, just got traded to the Carolina Panthers. I mean, I know that Adam Thielen is a better receiver than Randall Cobb right now. He's 32 years old, right? Just making you guys aware that at 32 years old doesn't mean your career's over. All right? Like, let's do it. Being hated on is a badge of honor. This is facts, Pete. Welcome the hate. It means we're doing something right. It means we're doing something right. Packers are making all the right moves and heading in the right direction. Yeah, man, excited for the Packers. I actually am. If Rodgers was the problem with Green Bay, why the players want to stay with Rodgers and not with Green Bay? This year will be awesome. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yes. And guys, remember, we are bringing in Randall Cobb to be wide receiver 5. So stop making believe we brought in this guy to be the guy. All right? He's here to be our third down reliable player on third down opportunities and to be a red zone target. We have a deep receiver room. Stop pretending and convincing yourself and delusioning yourself in this hate mindset of, oh, he's washed up. The Jets are getting all these old players. Evaluate yourself and go look at the damn depth chart. We are deep and the whole receiver room is young. We needed a veteran to make the whole thing work. He's wide receiver 5 or 6, okay? Give me a break with this nonsense in the chat I'm seeing. We're getting to the point, guys, where we're complaining about the wide receiver 5 or 6. That tells you how deep this freaking receiver room is. All right? If we have fans calling that he's old and washed up and why do we get him and he's wide receiver 5, that tells you all you need to know about how deep this receiver room is, folks. That's all you need to know. All you need to know about the receiver room. It's going to be a great year, guys. Yes, sir, Jamie. We're in this together. Great veteran tutor for the next gen of players. Yeah. Garrett Wilson is going to learn a lot from Randall Cobb, man. And the best part about it, guys, this isn't just a veteran we're talking about. And this is where I can tell of the hate and the delusional and the blind hate coming to Jets' ways. People think that this signing of Randall Cobb is just for production on the field. Wrong. You think that this is just a signing to just benefit the field on the field stuff? This is a culture signing. This is a signing to bring in a veteran leadership. Do I have to go all over this again? There's so much that happens behind closed doors that us fans don't get to see. And he is going to benefit that. In the film room, he's going to be able to be with Garrett Wilson. Aaron Rodgers' tendencies is this. You got to look for Rodgers in this. When he gives you this signal, you run this route. The leverage here, right? This is a good freaking move for the youth. When we get a veteran like Randall Cobb on a contract that's cheap, how do we have people complaining? How? If we went out there and gave him a multi-year deal and we're expecting him to be one of the top 3 receivers, you have a case here. Not the case, though. Nice try, bro. Nice try. I love it. I love it. This move does nothing. Signed Quan, Woods, and McLeod. I disagree. This sign does do something. Absolutely. He's not going to be the number 1 receiver. He's going to benefit the locker room. He's going to benefit the leadership. He's going to help install the offense. Remember, folks, we are installing a brand new offense here. It's not new for Rodgers, which is the best thing, by the way, but it is new for Garrett Wilson. It is new for Corey Davis. It is new for Tyler Conklin. It is new for Breece Hall. So getting a guy like Randall Cobb who knows the system to help with the installment of this offense is a positive. Right? Bro, I want all the older players. What is with this narrative that old players are bad? You ever heard of veterans? Hello? Veterans? Veterans are called experienced players, experienced individuals. We are not bringing in Randall Cobb to be the number one option. We are bringing him in to be the guy to help bring the glue together, to help be the leader. So this narrative is so lazy, it hurts. I don't care about getting younger. We are so young as it is. Supplement the roster with veterans that know how to win, that have experience playing in the league. Since when is veterans a bad thing? When is that? Who's turning this narrative all of a sudden that older players that have experience is a negative? Hello, wake up. Veterans are positives. You got to have players that know how to win, players that know the systems, players that are leaders. You can't have a team filled of young players with no people guiding them. They need a perfect supplement and a balance of veterans and youth. And this is a perfect example, and I'm coming at you, Jose, and I don't care. We don't need him to get 1,000 yards. We're not asking him to get 1,000 yards, bro. His stats last year, the last 2 years with the Packers, is exactly what we need. 350 to 400 yards. It's all we need from him. We have Garrett Wilson to get over 1,000 yards. We have Allen Lazard to get around 800 yards. We have McCole Hardman. We have a lot of youth. So stop pretending we need this guy to be a number one. That's not what we're asking him for. This man, Randall Cobb, is here to be wide receiver 5. Okay? He's coming in here to be wide receiver number 5 on the depth chart. Stop pretending that we're asking him to be the guy. Lazy. And that's why I love the rivals of the Jets coming in here and throwing hate, because every hate I see is just so not true. And that tells you that they're like, oh, damn, the Jets are getting good. I got to think of something. I can't take the Jets' rise. The Jets are usually the team we get this shit on. The Jets are usually the team I get the text put in chats and say, haha, Jets suck. I'm not used to this. I got to figure out a way to bring them down while the Jets fans are getting excited and the team's getting better. And it ain't working because you haven't brought up anything that has anything worth of substance. And that's the best part about this, Jets fans. There's nothing worth of substance from the hate. And that's the best part about it. It's blind hate, uneducated hate. Ha ha! Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you're pumped up about this move, folks. Let's get it going. This is a culture move. Folks. My man Austin's in the chat again. Great Green Bay Packers fan that was here when we signed Billy Turner. You're spot on. Cobb isn't there to carry the load. He's there to teach the Jets wide receivers how to build chemistry with Rodgers on the field to be perfect for culture building too. Bingo! Is it that hard for people to grasp what I've been saying this entire stream and what Austin just clarified? This is a culture move. You guys know what culture means, right? Do we know that what it means? How to do day-to-day work. Let's freaking go. From familiarity with Rodgers is all we need. Hey, don't put it past you if the Jets bring in Mercedes Lewis. I'm just throwing it out there. I know that Mercedes Lewis is really old, and I know that the tight ends are pretty deep, but don't put it past them. Dame with the 99 cents. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Garrett Wilson, wide receiver 3 now. Shake my head. This better be troll, bro. It ain't. He's wide receiver 1, brother. Wide receiver number 1. Let's go. Daniel, just subscribe. Love what you do, man. Jets, Jets. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Coaches can't teach? Of course they can. But the best teams are the ones that have players on the team that can coach as well. You don't think Rodgers is going to start coaching up the team? You don't think the veterans, CJ Mosley, he's been a coach on this team since he got here. Veterans are also considered coaches. The more veteran leaderships you got, the better you do it. Not every Dolphins fan is a hater, guys, but this was a smart move. Depth, leadership, and experience by getting Cobb. See, a rational fan that can finally give the Jets credit. Thank you, PJ. I appreciate you, brother. Just tuning in. Are people mad about this? The hell's wrong with y'all? Hey, man, no matter what the Jets do, there'll people be upset. The Jets win this Super Bowl, And Mo Dean is going to be upset when the Jets win the Super Bowl. If the Jets win the Super Bowl ever, he's still going to say, yeah, well, who cares if they won the Super Bowl? They'll still suck for the next 5 years. Like, that's just proof. That's how people are wired. There's some people that are wired in the negative light. They'll always find the negative. They'll always find the bad. They'll always live in fear. And that's just not how I'm wired. And everyone is wired in their own ways, and everyone is unique in their own ways, and everyone's beautiful in their own ways. But that's the reality of life. C-O-B-B, Cobb. Love it. Is Jarvis Landry available? Yes, but I don't think the Jets should consider bringing him in. Okay, I'm going to ask this. Who's going to have a better season, Rodgers or Love? Be honest. Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. Did people not see what the Rams did? They did not win till they got some vets to the team and a quarterback and so forth. Exactly. That LA Rams team is filled with veterans. That Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, filled with veterans. All of a sudden, the Jets are filling out with veterans. Oh, they're morons getting old players. Since when is old veterans bad? Knew this was coming. Aaron, right-hand man. Let's go. Knew it was coming too, and it's official. It's officially official. I'm pumped up about this, brother. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Keep convincing yourself this, Jose. Worry about your Dolphins. That's all I'm going to say. Because I can break down the Dolphins if you want. I'm not going to do that. Let's go, baby. A-Rod got his guy. Brittany's in the chat. Hey, there's still some corn left on that cob. Hey, I love that. There's still some corn left on the cob. I love that. I'm telling you, man, veterans like Randall Cobb, Mercedes Lewis, and Ben Jones will be excellent mentors to all the young players. I don't know why people have the inability to see that. I know. It's just like there's a really weird twist of some people pushing a narrative like, oh, the Jets are going to old, washed-up veterans. Why are the Jets getting so old? Since when is getting old bad? This is how you got to look at it, folks. We're not getting older. You're getting wiser. If the Jets did not already have a young core, then you have a point. But it's not the case. Do I got to bring up the youth? Elijah Vera Tucker, young on that offensive line. Mekhi Becton, hopefully he'll bounce back. Young on that offensive line. Garrett Wilson, star, young. Sauce Gardner, star, young. Breece Hall, star, young. Jeremy Rucker, developing. Whole other draft class coming in. Stop pushing the narrative that the Jets are getting older. We are adding wise vets. That's what it's about, baby. That's what it's all about. Let's go. I just had my brother text me making fun of this trade. What a bum. Hey, it's going to keep happening. It's not the only wide receiver room. It's you want him, Rodgers? You get him. You are a quarterback. We listen to you. Fuck yeah, baby. Whose spots these mentors are going to be taken? What do you mean? We didn't have wide receiver 6 on the team. Now we do. We had a whole lot receiver for depth. That's another thing, folks. We need depth at the receiver room. We need depth. Moy says, I don't know why, but I'm really happy about getting Bob. It's like a family reunion with sprinkle of Jets, and I love it. Yes, sir. You should love it. Jets were the youngest team in the league last year. Prove me wrong. Facts, Pete. We have people coming on here saying, oh, the Jets are getting old. They're becoming a handicapped team. Yeah, we can. We have the luxury of doing that, actually, because of how young the team is. How about that? We have the luxury of getting older because of how young the team is. Crazy concept. Crazy concept. And guys, also, this isn't a move that's supposed to like make us go crazy. Like, okay, it's official. We're going all the way. But this is a supplement move that needed to happen. Cobb and Lazard can mentor the rest of the receiver room. Hey, them to stack. Hey, them to up. Hey them up to speed quick. I like it. Get them up to speed. That's what you meant. Yeah, Phil. I agree, Phil. Exactly. That's something else that I just said multiple times. The Jets are installing a new offense. It's not new for Rodgers. It's not new for Lazard. It's not new for Cobb. So those three guys know the system. It's new for Garrett Wilson. It's new for a lot of players on this roster. So they can be the installers. They can be the coaches on the field. Say, listen, this is where it's going to be. Rodgers not comfortable with the new receivers. Well, he's comfortable with Allen Lazard and Randall Cobb. And did you hear what he said about Garrett Wilson yesterday? He's going to get comfortable with them. Trust me. He's got 2 players he's comfortable with immediately. And then has a whole summer to develop chemistry with the other ones. Love it. Does JD work for AARP? Do you really think they only came to mentor? No, absolutely not. He came to play freaking football. But the mentorship role is really critical and really important for this. I see this as a boost for the rest of the team. Facts. Me too. Guys, can we get to 200 likes? Let's freaking go, baby. 200 likes. We got 163 likes. I think we can hit it up. Run it up, baby. Run it up. Let's go. Smash that like button. I love it. I love it. Let's run it up. If you're pumped up for Randall Cobb being a New York Jet, more veteran wide receiver depth, smash that freaking like button, baby, and subscribe. We are inching close to the new goal, 17K subs. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful day. My Knicks got the dub last night. The Jets continuously keep making moves. Only 349 watching. Got 349 watching. Show this man some love. Let's do it. Go Knicks, VR. Go freaking Knicks. Who's good wide receivers outside the Jets outside of Wilson? Don't give me Davis, Hardman, Cobb, and Lazard. So we have one wide receiver 1. And then it's supplemented with a bunch of wide receiver 2s. We don't have 2 number 1 receivers, so you got me on that, Bob. But as good as Garrett Wilson is, Davis is a quality number 2. Lazard, quality number 2. Corey Davis, quality number 2. So this receiver room might not be stacked with stars. We have 1 star supplemented with a bunch of quality players. And that's what Aaron Rodgers needs, baby. That's what he needs. See, guys, this is the narrative now all of a sudden. Like we literally weren't the youngest team in the league last year. Oh, the Jets are adding veterans that know how to play football, know how to win. All right, they turn into the Grandpa Jets. Yeah, how did that work for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they signed every single veteran possible for Tom Brady? How did that work for the LA Rams when they signed every single veteran possible to go all in for a Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford? I love the narratives that old players just suck. No, they are wiser. They know the game. We have a young core as it is. The nonsense I see from the haters, the haters got to try a little harder to get to me, man. They do. These comments are outrageous. And I love that the narrative now is the Jets are getting old. Like we're not the youngest team in the league. One of the youngest teams in the league. Let's go! That's all they can say. Because they know we coming. They know we are coming. I'm so pumped up, Jets fans. You can see it. You can hear it in my voice. And I am just at a loss for words that the Jets are here, to be honest with you guys. The Jets are here making moves. They're signing the right players. They're bringing in the right moves. Let's go. Haters just make me love the Jets even more. It's true. They don't want us to be great, Ja. No, they don't. It's true. The Jets have been the laughingstock of the division, the laughingstock of the league for a long time. And some fans can't handle the Jets on the rise, so they got to try to bring them down. Dolphins fan here. Who hates on experience? It literally makes no sense. Thank you, Caesar. A rational fan. Respect. Like, I hate when people make it seem like we're celebrating that we just got a dynamic receiver that's going to put up 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. It's not the case, folks. We're getting a guy who is a savvy veteran who's going to put up around 350 to 400 yards this season, maybe 3 to 5 touchdowns, and be a veteran leader. That's why we're happy. He's providing depth at a position that we need depth at. So stop making it seem like we're getting Randall Cobb to be the number one or something, because we're not. We got a number one, and his name is Garrett Wilson. We got a good team player. Let's go. Let's go. Jets fans, the only ones that understand this is a teach the young ones kind of signing. Exactly, Jet Fuel. They all saying he's washed. Maybe, but he didn't come to be number one receiver. Facts. Even if he does come and doesn't play good, he's still going to provide an impact on the roster, an impact on this team. And that's what I keep preaching to you guys. You're not listening to me. Even if Randall Cobb comes here and say he gets hurt, say Randall Cobb is unfortunately a little hobbled, his impact is still going to be felt. And that's the point. This is more of a move for off the field stuff than it is on the field. I don't want him to get hurt. I want Randall Cobb to be an impactful player. I want him to get in the end zone. I want him to pick up clutch first downs. But his presence will be felt regardless of his success on the field. And that's why it's a good move. Hey, if it makes Aaron feel better about the transition, I'm here for it. This is AR8's team. It's kind of crazy that AR8 is a thing now, right? I love it. And we're trying to win Super Bowls. He brings veteran leadership to the locker room and a wide receiver room. Exactly. Kay, it's a great day and time to be a Jets fan. Yes, it is. Let's go. He's only about 2 years older than OBJ and Hopkins. Don't tell him the truth, Red John. They might start backpedaling. Funny that people think they know what Rodgers and the wide receiver room need more than Rodgers and the coaches. Woo! How about the freaking Knicks? Let's go Knicks, baby. I'm going to be making some Knicks streams today on my Knicks channel. Good luck to Jets young wide receivers. Rodgers notorious for negatively assessing young wide receivers. If he doesn't like what he sees, he never throws to them. Well, that was with the Packers. He's on a new team now. He's getting comfortable with Garrett Wilson already. And I can tell you this, the youngest receiver on the Jets is the best receiver on the Jets. And I guarantee you, he's not going to start not throwing the ball to Garrett Wilson. Packers fan here, and trust me, A-Rod is way better with what we are left with in love, following the Jets, because I am also a Rodgers fan following his career. Well, Kim, I really hope that the Packers do well with Jordan Love. I'm rooting for the Packers. And I also welcome all the Green Bay Packers fans to the Jets fan base that's rooting for Rodgers, because you have every single right to root for the Jets because you're rooting for Aaron Rodgers. I love it. I welcome all Green Bay fans. I know that we went through a little stretch of negotiations with the trade, and we're trying to punch each other. This trade's this. Who has this leverage? But now that it's all over with, I welcome any Green Bay Packers fan that wants to join the wave of rooting for the Jets. There's a lot of Patriots fans that were rooting for the Buccaneers for Tom Brady. It's going to be a similar thing. And I invite Jets fans to welcome them as well. Willie says he's a good pickup for the team. Knows the offense. Also, who is young outside of Wilson? Who's the best player? Hardman, Lazard, and Cobb are better than the other guys. Hardman's young. Lazard's young. And Mims is young. And then Davis is a veteran. Better be Rodgers to Wilson a lot. Oh, it will be, Andrew. I promise you that. Just remember what he did with Devontae Adams. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys as guaranteed that Garrett Wilson has a Devontae Adams level season, but Aaron Rodgers said it himself, speaking from Rodgers' words here, that the Jets number 17 reminds him of the 17 that he grew up to love in Devontae Adams. And if there's one thing about Rodgers and Devontae Adams that Packers fans can vouch for as well, is that there were some times that Rodgers would force feed him. And that's not a negative thing that he would force feed Devontae Adams, because that's how good he was. He'd be a volume player, get double-digit targets a game. Garrett Wilson, that's what's going to happen. There's going to be a chemistry built where Rodgers is so good at pre-snap, he makes a little signal to Devontae, hey, it's this look, audible to this route, hot route. And Devontae is so good at creating separation, and that's what they did. Garrett Wilson is a smart enough player to do that. Oh, man, I love this. If we're going to sign Cobb, we might as well trade or release Corey Davis. I disagree. I think we have to keep as much depth as possible. Why get rid of a veteran wide receiver that can provide an impact for a season that's win now, right? That's how I look at it. I'd prefer to keep as much talent, keep as much depth as possible for these Jets. Give me a 6 deep room of Corey Davis, Allen Lazard, Garrett Wilson, Denzel Mims, and Randall Cobb. I'd prefer to stay deep at this spot, man. I'd honestly argue to extend Corey Davis because that really opens up the cap and it frees up that $10 million this year. Green Bay ranked first in drop passes with 40 drops. Aaron will play better as long as he has receivers that can catch. That's a good stat, Sergio. Rodgers and Zach will lead the Jets to the Super Bowl. Well, let's hope Zach doesn't touch the field, but if he does, hopefully he plays well. Right? Oh, yeah. Go Jets, Ronald. I'm excited for that. The Jets have gone all in for Mr. Rodgers. I'm getting this turns into a Super Bowl. Go Jets, go. Yeah, baby. Woo! That Super Bowl trophy will be lonely no more. Jaime, I love it. Now go get Budda Baker, get rid of Davis and Mims, get Brownlee and Gibson in the wide receiver room, and get the hell to work on that Super Bowl run. All right. Especially injuries at receivers. We get wrecked with injuries all over the team. Good depth is extremely important. Yeah, man. It is extremely important. Let's go. It's very important, actually. Depth is key. Depth is key. Bro, Rodgers is an all-time great. No question at all about his abilities. Thank you, Fins Up, for being rational, because then we have this guy who's just convinced that he sucks. Keep believing that. Covered in sauce. Another $5. Thank you, brother. For the hardest worker on YouTube. Thank you, brother. Who has a better 1 through 6 receiving corp than us? Bro, I really do appreciate this donation, my man. Helps out the channel a lot. And there's a lot of deep receiver rooms in the league. There's a lot of top-heavy receiver rooms in the league, but we're deep. We're deep. We're deep. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, baby. Thanks for the donation. Peyton Manning thinks Aaron will do well. Good point, Mo. Let's talk about that real quick. So Peyton Manning was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday as well, and he had something very important to say, and I kind of want to make a whole video on this. I'll talk about this talking point. The reason why Peyton Manning believes that Aaron Rodgers is going to work with the Jets, and he brings up an excellent freaking point. When you're in year 15 in the league, 18 to be exact, and you have to go to a new team, and you're a veteran quarterback that has to learn a new system, that's most likely not going to work. Because Aaron Rodgers would have to unlearn everything and learn a brand new scheme and a brand new system. But that's not the case. It's a system that he's comfortable with already. It's a system he knows like the back of his freaking hand. Right? That's why I have confidence of Aaron Rodgers working. He's going to be able to play fast. He's not going to have to learn a brand new system, brand new verbiage, brand new everything, right? He's not going to have to worry about a new system. The system is the same system that the man has been running his entire career. That's why Peyton Manning believes it's going to work for Aaron Rodgers. And continuity matters. When you're a veteran quarterback going to a new team and having to learn a brand new offense, it's very hard for them to click. But that's why from week 1, Aaron Rodgers is going to be on. His timing is going to be there. His processing is going to be there. And that's why hearing from Peyton Manning say it is just confirms everything I've been saying about a veteran quarterback. The people that say, Rodgers is washed, he's 39. You don't understand the quarterback position. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's true. Quarterbacks get better with age. The more reps a quarterback sees, the better they get. Peyton Manning said it himself. Am I going to listen to people that are fans or Peyton fucking Manning who is an all-time great quarterback. He says himself, you are the best quarterback the older you get, because the more reps you get, the more experience you get, the best recall you get as a quarterback. All right? Enough of the people saying he's old, he's washed up, he's done, he's 39. Yeah, he's 39. Good. He's seen the most football. He knows what to expect. He's not going to turn into a ghost. He's not going to have a Zach Wilson or a Sam Darnold game where they can't process or scan the field. Give me a veteran that knows what it takes to win, that's seen everything. Give me that over a young quarterback that we're still developing. Okay? That's what I can't stand about the narrative that he's too old. Give me an old quarterback. Any day. Any day. That's seen it all. That's been through it all. I mean, there's an example that he had that Aaron Rodgers fought back to a formation back in 2008. He's like, oh, I saw this defensive look back in 2008. I know exactly what to expect. Audible, boom, touchdown. Like, that's the things that we don't comprehend as fans. That, like, the recall's unreal. Where Rodgers has seen everything and he can recall things better than anybody else. It's at the top of the game. Guys, how do you think Tom Brady played up until 45 years old? Was it athleticism? Was it his arm? Was it his physical abilities? No. He was good enough to keep up. His physical body was still able to handle that age, but it was so mental for Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in their 40s to play at that level. And if you don't believe Aaron Rodgers is going to be the same, you're just blindly hating, because Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of this generation, arguably top 5. And I've been saying that before he became a Jet. So I don't want people to say, oh, you're delusional. You think Rodgers is this all-time great? Yeah, he is. Don't pretend he's not just because he's a Jet now, okay? Don't freaking do that shit. Aaron Rodgers has the all-time touchdown-to-interception ratio ever. Nobody in history has a better touchdown-to-interception ratio. He's an all-time great. Hall of Famer. 4-time MVP. Super Bowl champion. Don't pretend this man is all of a sudden going to relapse. He's got the chip on his shoulder. He knows what's coming. He has a lot of fire and desire coming. And I freaking love it. Yes, sir! Sorry, George. I know my language came out. Sometimes when I get heated and I get in the moment, the language starts coming. Broncos defense won that chip for Manning. Manning was trash. That season ended the Super Bowl. And, of course, Jets can make it all the way, though. Well, luckily, love bites. The Jets, they have a great defense. And that's another thing, brother. That's another thing. We're not expecting Rodgers to come here and be MVP and carry us and be the savior here. This Jets team is really good around him, where it's not like we need to depend on Rodgers to be superhero here. He just needs to be a quality veteran quarterback and let the defense and let the run game do its job. Let's go. Hey, man, I wasn't sweating bullets, by the way. But yes, Jets fans were, just because we're worried about the deal falling through or not. But I was confident that it was happening. I remember Dolphins fans and other fans trying to spark fear in me. Oh, Richie Rodgers is going to retire. Rodgers isn't coming. It didn't faze me once. I'm like, yeah, he is. You can continue to try to spark fear in me. Not going to work. I don't let external voices get inside of my head. I don't let your worries get inside of me. And I was so even-keeled, so not worried about the situation, and I was right. And Jets fans, they can relate to that. Dre, $5. What's up, brother? Color me crazy. I'm having a hard time not seeing at least 13-plus wins. That greatness factor matters. 13-4 AFC East champs, first or second seed. Dre, the crazy thing about this is not delusional. This is serious. This is the potential that can all work. This is it. Dre, this is it. This is possible. This is it. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the possibility that we're talking about here, Dre. Now, I know that a lot has to click, a lot has to work, but this is the window that we're talking about. Woo! Now, no guarantee it works out like this. But hey, I love it. I freaking love it. Folks, do your boy a solid. Hit that thumbs up button right now. Let's get to 250 likes. Aaron Rodgers brings in his friend, Randall Cobb. I'm pumped up about this move. It provides depth at the position. It gets a veteran-savvy leadership role. Pedro with another $5. Thank you, my friend. We have a top 4 defense with an offense that could not stay on the field. Imagine how they can be when an offense is out there for 6 to 8 minutes. Woo! Say it again. We just need this man to be an average quarterback at best with the defense that we have. Control the clock on the ground with Breece Hall, Izzy Abanikenda, Michael Carter, Bam Knight. Run the rock. Let's go. That's what we're talking about, Pedro. Pedro, you see the vision. I see you, Pedro. You know it. GOAT Rodgers is 80-9 when his defense hold the opposing team to 20 points or less. You mean to tell me the Jets defense can't hold the team to 20 points or less? Guess what, D? Listen to this stat. Sorry, haters. Haters, close your ears here. But the Jets defense allowed 18.6 points per game last year, which was 4th best in the league. 18 points per game. So Rodgers is 80-9 when they score 20. Bro, look at that stat. Rodgers is 80-9 when defenses hold opposing teams to 20 points or less. The New York Jets held opposing teams to 18 points per game last year. Yeah. How about that? Dean with a $2 super chat. Mims is freaking wide receiver 6 unless he's beaten out by undrafted free agent. Yeah, of course. It's going to be a heavy competition for that last receiver spot. I agree. Appreciate the $2, Dean. I agree, man. Cobb is outdated. Well, we're not bringing in Cobb to be the guy. We're bringing in Cobb to be wide receiver 5 and a veteran leadership. Cobb is serviceable in Rodgers' safety blanket, but hopefully we don't have to see him on the field a lot. Any chance Max Mitchell will start at left tackle? No, Bob. He's going to be our right tackle, if anything. We're never going to see him at left tackle. He's going to be competing for right tackle. You were on fire. Thank you, Andrew. Let's go. Let's freaking go. It was the right move to get Rodgers here sooner rather than later. We got to enjoy this longer. Yes, sir. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. I am freaking ecstatic. Jets fans, you should be too. Not just because of this. Defense gave up 18.8 yards per game, or points per game, rather, while on the field so long. That's about to change. And with a quarterback that doesn't stop turning the ball over. Right? Think about that. Think about that. I can't stop getting excited. All right, folks, we're going to wrap up the show here. Thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate you guys listening to me scream and yell and shout for the last freaking however long it's been, an hour or so. It's been a lot of fun breaking this down with you guys. There's a lot of fun things to be excited about this Jets team, and this is just the next best one, bro. This is just the next best thing to be excited about. Jets fans, get hyped up. Randall Cobb is a Jet. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to be live again later on. More content coming your way, and I'll catch you guys later. Let's go, Jets. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in to another Jets Media live stream. Woo! Peace out, everybody. Let's freaking go.